result? Were you expecting the result you got?
Yeah, well, I think on Saturday the Irish people who you might have suspected were asleep quite clearly showed that they were wide awake to see nearly 100,000 people on the streets and to see two anti-establishment candidates get elected in Dublin South West and Roscommon South Leitrim was phenomenal. And I think the best news of the day was the fact that Fine Gael now think it's something to celebrate to finish third in an election. I hope they keep the standards at that level in the future, and then we'll get rid of them forever. Thank you.
Like your man has got in on turf cutting.
Well, the national media would like to think that he gets in on turf cutting. He got in on a variety of issues. One of them is turf cutting, being able to keep warm, being able to heat your house, being able to heat your water, wash your kids, feed your kids. That's kind of important. But there are many other issues, water quality, the fact that we're dominated by the European Union, something that started off to be a community. All of those issues got the man elected. And I suppose the main thing that got him elected is he comes from the land, he's of the land, he is a normal human being. He has basically in the space of 4 months gone from driving a tractor to driving the country in there. And if he can do that in 4 months, what will he do in the next year and a half?
Just on the count.
Yeah, it would. Look, the big thing that Iceland had on us is they're not a member of the single currency. Some politicians think this is a tricky question. Should we leave the euro? Yes, we should leave the euro. Get the hell out of it. If you don't have your own currency, you'll never have sovereignty. And this year we see the benefits of having a good euro relative to sterling, and it means that British tourists can come over here for very good value, but that's by accident. Whereas if we had our own currency, we could decide the level of our currency relative to the dollar and relative to sterling, and actually then we'd be in control. But unfortunately we're ran by people who don't have a lot of self-confidence. They seem to suffer from post-colonial syndrome, and they get away from one empire, and a bit like a young lad who decides to leave home and doesn't like the going, they've gone back to mammy. Well, I think we need people stronger than that. Okay.
Ming, just a message now to your supporters who did support in the future, and what is your message in the future to the government?
The main message is that don't wait for someone else to do it. Go out there and put your name on a ballot paper. That's the only way you'll change things. And I think I'll keep quoting that guy Conor McGregor. I think he has a great philosophy, that mixed martial arts fighter. We're not in this to take part, we're in it to take over. And that's what we're doing.